In my office. You have the money?
10,000.
Mr. Jarrow, who makes these decisions, not me.
You want this girl? She's all yours. Preston, from me to you, no charge.
Mr. Jarrett, what I need above all is a lawyer like yourself who can expedite the permits, speed things up. Import license is taking my company forever.
To an Arab, forever is not a very long time. 300,000 marks.
All right. I will call the Berlin office of my company. Make sure that this is covered immediately. There is one other person matter, Mr. Jarrett. A small favor, considering the size of this arrangement we just made.
And what would that be?
My company will be sending many shipments back to Germany. If I could buy some hashish and arrange for it to be delivered to friends of mine in Hamburg, I would do very well financially.
I see. How much do you want?
At a fair price, £1,000. Was that too much?
No. If this checks out, then so do you. These are troubled times. Too much law and order. Men such as myself must be very careful.
I understand, Mr. Jarrett.
You swore to me. This time, no problems. It was all arranged.
Please sit down. You were saying?
I said you swore this time there wouldn't be any problems. It was all arranged.
But it was arranged, wasn't it?
I was robbed.
Oh, my poor child. Robbed? Where? How?
Outside the jail. Minutes before he was supposed to be released.
But are you insinuating that I'm responsible for that?
No, I am not saying that. It's just that he's so sick. And I've been so worried about him. What am I supposed to write to his mother now? She has no more money left.
An American? Without dollars? Oh, that's hard to believe. Nabila, more money. That's what it takes. Unless you can think of something else. Something more personal. Follow her. Don't let anybody approach her. No man is going to have her but me.
Mr. McBride, my son left college, joined the Peace Corps, and then went to 3 different countries in Africa.
Mrs. Wood, you said before that the van that your son was driving, that when the police broke into it, they found 80 pounds of hashish in it.
In the seats, yes. Apparently there are smugglers who transport drugs by planting them in tourist vehicles all the time.
Have you informed the State Department about this?
Yes, but they say what can they do? He still has to go through the local courts.
And he's been in jail for 5 months and hasn't gone to trial yet?
Maggie, in some of those countries, Mexico and Turkey,
They stash him away for a long time.
I've been in jail myself, Mrs. Wood. In another life.
I know. I've asked around. That's one reason I'm appealing to you.
This, Nabila, how does she fit into all of this?
She's a young Arab student that he met in the Peace Corps. She managed to escape when Jack was arrested. She stayed on in Casablanca. She's done everything to help.
She's the one who got in touch with that lawyer with all the connections, Jarrett?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
First, he needed $10,000 for his own fees. Then he wanted another 10 for an official. Then there was some money stolen. It's been one nightmare after another. Nabila thinks that Jarrett is cheating me.
What about Nabila? Could she be cheating you?
Jack trusts her. But of course, I can't be sure.
Mrs. Wood, your son is dying on a hard stone floor. All I had to think about when I was in prison was whether or not my radio was off at 10 o'clock at night. Of course we'll help you. Now, how much cash do we have to work with?
Well, with the airfare and everything, I'm afraid there's not very much for a large fee. This is the last cent I could borrow. $8,500.
Well, you don't have to worry about the fee. We'll work something out.
Mrs. Wood, I'm sure if anybody can help you with your son, well, you found them.
There it was. Casablanca. Rick's place. The Casbah. Or was that Tangiers? Anyhow, I'd been aching for a long time to get to a great romantic place like this. Now, if I could only run into Ingrid Bergman or Lauren Bacall, it would be perfect. The problem was, we had a grim job to do first. Save a nice kid from a death in jail.
Pete and I had worked out a solid old con job to play on this Mr. Jarrett. We hoped would buy Jack Wood's freedom from prison. But of all the places at the end of the world to risk our lives, why Casablanca? Why not Palm Springs?
Gentlemen like a nice car ride to the Beau Rivage Hotel. Meet pretty girls, nice things to do, nice things to see.
No, thanks. We're all taken care of.
Well, then, how about a hot tip on a camel and a third at Oasis Fairgrounds?
Malcolm.
Please, not Malcolm. You may refer to me as Al-Asha, Granado, Mohammed, Sahid. I know the name's a little difficult to remember, but the Fez is familiar, right? Car's right over here. Should we go?
Wait a minute. Just tell me that we're set up in the finest hotel in the city with the best suite and the biggest bathtub between here and Sicily.
Well, actually, do you guys have any idea how much a double costs at the Beau Rivage? The best? $500 a day.
500? We can't afford that.
Well, that's what I figured. But Mr. McBride's got to come out like a millionaire, right? Otherwise the scam won't work.
Right.
So I booked a single, $200. Fantastic room.
What about me?
Well, you're always talking about funky little hotels. You know, intrigue, Casablanca, Humphrey Bogart. It's still the same old story. A fight for love and glory. A case of do or die. I got you a beautiful place. Besides, it's written on your forehead. Tis do we love Allah. Shall we go? Come on. Thank you, Your Grace. Wait for you right here, at your service. Did I do any place?
Since our budget suddenly didn't allow us both to come on like millionaires, Mac and I decided not to be seen together. Maybe we could turn it to our advantage. In the meantime, Nabila was supposed to be waiting for us in the bar at the Beau Rivage. A sweet little Arab student. That's what I was looking for. A sweet little Arab student who was just possibly a great little con artist herself. Gin and tonic.
Mr. McBride, I'm Nabila. Are you looking for me?
Was she kidding? I'd been looking for her all my life. I'm Pete Ryan. Frank McBride and I are partners.
Mrs. Wood told me in the cable she sent about meeting you here that Mr. McBride is rich.
Yes. Yes, he is. Would you like something?
No, thank you.
Yes, he is very rich. With his money, we're going to help get your friend out of jail.
Come on, Mahmoud, speak.
She's just met a man. An American. The hotel. The bar. They've just gone upstairs together. I'm sorry.
Listen carefully. Not one word of this to another person. This is a matter of great pride to me.
I understand.
Now, you are to convince this American that unless he stays away from Nabila, his life will be worth nothing. Leave no room for doubt, understood?
Yes. I'll make it very clear.
Present these permits to the proper authorities. And may your business prosper, Herr Lemon.
And the hashish you were going to arrange for me to buy personally.
You bring $10,000 in cash. I'll have it for you right here around 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Splendid.
I want to speak with Mr. Fuad Jarrat.
Nabila, excuse me, just a moment.
You'll find him at the Club Maroc. I'll hold.
I've been thinking that there isn't any reason that Mrs. Wood should think that this girl cheated her out of a penny. With her looks, there isn't an oiled sheik that wouldn't want to spend $40,000 just to have her walk out of a nightclub and be photographed with her. I mean, she is sensational.
Pete, what are you talking about? You were sensational, and you were the cheatingest crook in the world.
Wait a second.
Look, let's stick with the plan. I'll con Gerard here, and you con her. And try to find out where she's at. Come on, Pete.
Well, if she is on the level, this will be the shortest romance on record. You've got nothing to worry about.
Is this Mr. Fuad Jarrat, the lawyer?
Yes, who's this?
This is Frank McBride, McBride Industries, Los Angeles. We're in the construction business.
We put up over $1 billion this last year alone.
And you called me a humble lawyer?
Well, I know better than that now, Mr. Jarrat. I need some assistance with the authorities here on a huge deal.
There's a handsome fee in it for...
Whoever can help me, what do you say, grease the skids? I don't know what you say in your language.
Grease the skids. Yes, I understand very, very well. Well, now, Mr. McBride, if you care to come to my offices...
I'll tell you what,
When he makes the $50,000 offer, you will be the one that delivers the money.
Why don't I pick you up?
When you come back, you tell Mr. McBride that Gerard didn't accept the $50,000, that he wants $100,000.
But $50,000 should be more than enough to satisfy Gerard.
And what about our satisfaction?
You come along
Yours
with
and
me,
mine.
and we'll talk while I shop.
We'll split the extra $50,000.
I'll see you shortly.
Well, there we are. I'll go shopping with him.
I'll talk about Jack. Offer him, what, $50,000?
Mac, Nabila here actually came up with a very good suggestion.
Oh?
A nice round figure of $100,000.
All right, I'll write a check for $100,000.
$100,000, and that way, you can deliver the money, right? And Mac wouldn't even have to get involved in it at all, right?
He was trying to cheat you.
We were just trying to test your honesty.
Please, Mr.
I told you it was all
McBride, please
nonsense.
just pay him the $50,000.
Hold it, lady. Just please be icy calm here. I have to tell you, we don't have $50,000. All we've got is a little less than $3,000, and I've got to use most of that this afternoon. We're going to play a little game on this, Mr. Gerard. What we're going to do is make him think that we're millionaires, huh?
You don't play games with this man. He'll kill you.
Lady, wait, hold it!
Do what you want to do. You're cheap. I'll take care of this.
What'd I tell you, huh?
Go on, get her. Don't let her get away.
We had obviously disappointed Nabila in the worst way. She left the hotel saying she'd get Gerard's cooperation by herself at any cost. We weren't sure exactly what she meant, but at least we did trust her now. While Malcolm was making arrangements for Mac's shopping spree, I thought I'd go look for my funky little hotel room.
Straight ahead or you die.
Take my money, but leave my passport, huh?
This is not about money. It's about the girl, Nabila. Do you understand how you insult an Arab when you take his woman from him?
I had no idea she was your property, really.
People see her with you. She loses great pride.
I wouldn't want that to happen. No way.
Of course, one can get his pride back very quickly.
He can? How's that?
Simple. Cut off your head.
This is the shortest romance in history. Believe me, I don't... Suddenly, the mystique of Casablanca was hitting me in the stomach, not the heart. I decided to size up Gerard's operations at the Club El Maroc as soon as I got my breath back. Room for one? Nothing too fancy?
Now you've got it all set. Everything I buy, they'll buy back.
I sell it back for 90%. That's the best I could get. Now, how much money do you have to start with, Mr. McBride?
About $3,000. You've got to make it look like $20,000.
Mr. McBride, I'm Fort Gerard.
Nice to see you. Come in.
I'm at your service.
Thank you. Driver.
Chance of a perfect martini, 5-1, a pearl onion, a dash of bitters. Oh, Ryan, you are a believer.
Straight up or on the rocks?
Straight up.
Sir.
Mr. Mr. Girat's club. Looked exactly like the kind of place they tell you to stay away from in all the guidebooks, a combination tourist trap and underworld hangout. I suspected he was into a lot more things than just playing Mr. Fix-It with the local authorities. If Jack Wood's van had been used to smuggle hashish in, maybe there was a connection between him and Girat we hadn't thought of. I saw the bartender selling something that didn't come in bottles. I decided to try and cut myself into the action.
So, oh.
What's your name?
Sam.
Sam. Sam, is there any chance of getting anything stronger around here besides booze? You know, like, hashish?
Well, it's very possible. When Mr. Girat returns. Sir.
You were saying your company wants to build oil tanks at the port.
Yes, that's right. That's in strictest confidence, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You got any idea how much oil there is offshore here?
Oh, no. I didn't know there was any.
That's right. Not at all.
It's beautiful, but a little bit overpriced. $900.
Oh, it's just for the yacht, you know, the crew. No big deal. Driver, deliver these to my hotel along with the rest of the purchases, if you will, please.
This way.
Yeah.
Listen, what percentage will I get if I help you get the land your company wants?
10% of $50 million.
$50 million?
Yeah. You come back to the hotel, I'll let you study the agreements.
By all means, Mr. McBride, by all means.
I was waiting for Mac to spring the con on Mr. Girat when I saw a load of packages being brought in from a German camper parked outside the back door. If they were hashish, Girat was Mr. Connection, all right.
Is Girat in his office?
Soon. The least I could do was try and set the record straight with Nabila. Hello.
Hello.
I want to apologize to you, but we had to find out about you.
I've thought about it. I understand.
You do? Could you tell your fiancé that I'm trying to sell you an encyclopedia or something because he tried to cut off my head before?
It is Mahmoud.
Well, Mahmoud is in a bad mood.
And no doubt he speaks for Girat, not for himself.
Girat?
Mm-hmm.
You're engaged to him?
He doesn't know it yet, but I will be soon, in a sense.
Well, that certainly is a big sacrifice. Trying to get your friend out of jail? Someone you just met in the Peace Corps?
Is it so strange to be loyal to your friends?
No, I'm very loyal to my friends. As a matter of fact, it's one of my better traits.
Are you as good at it as you are at lying?
Oh, much better.
You know, if you have so little money, who's paying you? Why are you here?
You know, one can't just put dollar values on things. There's much more in life than money, Nabila. There's the pull at a man's heart. the wanderer in his soul.
Right. That's got to be Irish, right? The Irish and the Arabs, the biggest talkers in the world. Do we really mean any of it?
That is not all malarkey.
Malarkey.
When this is all over, if you give me a week, I'll explain that to you. I'm a very patient teacher.
You know, I could probably use that.
Have you ever been to Ireland? In Ireland, they have a Blarney Stone. And that's for people who can't say what they want to say. So they go to this Blarney Stone and they kiss it. And then the gift comes back to them.
How does that help me? I might as well be a million miles away from the Blarney Stone.
You're lucky. I've kissed it. I kissed it just last year. And it's still on my lips.
Reader, I can hear fine. Mr. McBride?
It's Maggie. How are you?
Yes, Miss Philbin.
I'm sorry if I'm bothering you, Mr. McBride, but you told me to call 3 times a day.
The Russians have agreed to the deal, did you say?
The Russians agreed?
I didn't quite understand that.
Could I have that again?
Yes, sir. In fact, the papers just came through today from Moscow.
I see. Well, see that the tankers are loaded then and get them on the way immediately.
It's all taken care of, sir. Now,
Have you, by any chance, heard anything about Mrs. Wood's son?
Oh, well, you tell that poor woman that I'll contact the authorities here immediately.
Thank you, Miss Philbin.
Now, if I understand this agreement, I am to help you buy 500 acres of land near the waterfront. You are to advance me $200,000. Mr. McBride.
I'm sorry. Could you connect me with the American consulate, please? I beg your pardon. I have this employee, this woman who wants me to... Yes, I would like to speak with a consular agent. Very urgent, please. Pick up the phone over there. See if you can make any sense out of this.
All right.
Mr. Dawson.
Mr. Dawson. Yes, Frank McBride here, board chairman, McBride Industries. I have a woman in my employ, charge of my San Diego office, wanted me to inquire about her son. Seems to be in jail here in Casablanca. Perhaps you could help me.
The name, Mr. McBride?
Wood. Joe Wood, I believe.
I think you mean Jack Wood. We've had a number of inquiries in that case already.
When will he be released?
Well, whenever the local authorities will schedule his trial. That's not apt to be very soon. There's a huge backlog of cases at this point.
Mr. Dawson, would you suggest a substantial political contribution might speed up his getting out?
Mr. McBride, whatever you do as a private citizen is your own business. Officially, I'm afraid, well, we have to keep our nose pretty clean. I'm sorry.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for your help.
Can you imagine our government? We can put a man on the moon, but we can't get some innocent kid out of foreign jail. Now, I want you to take one of these copies, the agreement, look it over, and I'll do the same with some of the other people I've been talking to.
Are you thinking about another lawyer besides myself?
Oh, yes, I've been considering a few other... Yes, I am. I'll get back to you in a couple of days.
Now, Mr. McBride, a thought has occurred to me.
Oh?
Yes, if I were able to get your young man released from jail, would then be any need for you to get another lawyer?
Oh, no. That's, I'm afraid that's very difficult. Thank you.
Well, I think I can do it.
If you can do it, you'll pull me out of a very deep hole.
All right. And then we'll sign the agreement tonight, huh?
Tonight?
Yes.
It's a deal.
Thank you. you. I want to make a telephone call.
If.
Lamarok. It's Gerard. How are you? Yes, sir.
Mahmoud, shortly after dark tonight, Mr. Wood will escape from jail.
However, to protect Lieutenant Simile.
It must look as if the prisoner was shot and killed. Now, for that, we need another foreigner. We're also going to need an American passport.
We are fortunate. I can solve both problems at once.
What about his passport? Didn't the police confiscate that?
Everything is being taken care of, believe me.
Change quickly.
You Jack Wood?
Yes, sir.
Get inside here. You're going home.
One phone call. I have the right to one phone call. This is a case of mistaken identity. I'm an extremely close friend of Henry Kissinger's. You have heard of Henry Kissinger, haven't you?
You put those clothes on immediately.
That's a red X. Is that what I think it's for?
For the firing squad tomorrow.
Oh, hey, wait, hey, wait a second. The firing squad? Are you nuts?
Jack.
You see, my dear? This is the present I bring to you. In exchange, I hope for the present you're bringing to me. Mr. McBride, Mahmoud here will take the photograph and prepare the passport. He'll be on his way to the airport in a few minutes.
My funky little hotel room looked like the Trocadero suite compared to this cell. I was obviously being framed, but I hadn't the faintest idea why.
Excellent. There'll be a plane ticket waiting for him.
Please let me go with him to the airport.
I'll never see you again? No.
I promise you. I will make it worth your while.
Mahmoud, you go with him. Make sure he gets on that plane and she gets back here immediately. Satisfied?
Most impressed, yes, most impressed.
Well, now, would you be kind enough to sign that agreement?
Get you to the airport, put you on a plane. After that, goodbye.
Goodbye? I don't understand. What is going on?
It was I who turned you into the police for smuggling. It was part of a plan to catch you up. It did not succeed, and you've been caused much pain as a result. I'm sorry. I tried to help.
Yes?
It is Herr Lehmann. You told me to come by. You have my merchandise.
Come in. Follow me.
voice beginning to hear things. That sounded like a key in the lock. Sure enough, somebody had opened it from the outside. Now, the question was, were they trying to help me or set me up for something? I didn't really see how I could turn down the chance to check out of there, especially since my wake-up call was supposed to be the firing squad at dawn.
Mr. John.
Yeah?
This photo looks familiar.
Oh, yes. It's of Mr. Ryan's passport. That's the one we've supplied Mr. Wood.
He's traveling with this man's passport?
That's right.
What's happened to the real Mr. Ryan?
Oh, well, he's in jail. Substituting for Mr. Wood. It was a necessary sacrifice. Now, what is that? Photograph. What is that? No, Lemon! What's the meaning of this?
What the hell are you? American Police, Special Forces, Captain Alman. You are Mr. McBride.
Yes, sir. My father's in jail. He forged his passport for Jack Wood. Now, Wood is out of the country, but the imposter in this jail is in great danger.
Tell the guards on the roof the American has escaped.
Telling me is that this Nabila was an agent, right? Mm-hmm. You mean to tell me that with your connections and her connections, you couldn't get that kid out of jail?
I'm sorry to say that we put him in that situation. Quite unintentionally. But to intercede directly would have alerted those who were corrupt.
So she was willing to do anything to get him out, huh?
On a personal basis, yes. Anything. But it's you, no doubt, who saved the American's life, for which she thanks you, too.
What about my passport? Am I going to get that back?
It'll be returned to you. Thank you, gentlemen. You have my sincerest appreciation for your help.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Well, I am going to get a scotch. I may even get a double scotch. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get a triple scotch.
I think I'll have a shot of Irish.
One Irish whiskey, and I'll have a triple scotch. They put him in jail. Can you believe that?
Yeah. You had quite a time in that prison. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks.
It's too bad Nabila isn't here. Smooth off the rough edges.
Yeah, that would be nice. But I'll live with the memories of what might have been. Sit down. You're an agent.
I couldn't tell you before. And now I'm between assignments. And besides, somebody had to bring your passport back to you.
Well, I'm glad you volunteered.
My superiors didn't want me to, but I talked them into it. I think that kiss helped.
No, Blarney stuff.
Yes. But I think about now, maybe it's worn off.
I can fix that. I want to tell you something.
What?
I never kissed the Blarney stuff. I've never been to Ireland.